Hi everybody, welcome along to LL Sports TV, a quick post-mortem of the game we've just witnessed tonight. Arsenal, unfortunately, been beaten at home for the first time this season, and what a time to do it in the first leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup to Newcastle. I was at the game, my man Quam's there, he was at the studio, we both watched the game, but Quams,
yes,
your initial thoughts on that? Well, actually, you know what, I don't want to rain on your parade.
No.
Tell the people, man.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I mean?
Thanks
You
again
saw
for
the
having
game.
me. Yeah, I saw the game. Post-mortem. I love the way you always use that word, post-mortem.
It has to be a post-mortem, bro.
Yeah,
because,
I guess
you know
we have to dissect it.
We
Yeah,
do.
You're right. Like I said in my previous videos I've done, Newcastle, they played well. But I didn't not expect that. I expected them to play well because the last run of games, the last 6 they've won. And they've won at some good places. You know, they've won at Spurs. They've dealt with a lot of top 6 teams. So I guess
they've also beaten us already this season.
Beaten us already as well. So it's just like, and I think the thing that hurts me the most is that they didn't have their strongest team, whereas we did. Apart from Saka, who else could we say that was missing? That's but if we had so and so in, we would have won. Turkish nearly. He was going crazy. Don't ever mention Sterling again. So there's not many places we can hide. I know in the last one I was kind of being a bit more optimistic in certain aspects, but this one falls maybe on Arteta. Because why is he starting 65 million down the drain? Kai Havertz, unfortunately, missing a sitter.
You know what was ironic about today's game?
Yeah,
And it was, I've said it to 1 or 2 people previously. I was at the game.
Yeah.
And it was impossible not to draw the inescapable conclusion that this game was about the respective forward line. So you had Havertz and Martinelli and Trossard and then man up front.
Yep.
And Newcastle had Isak, Gordon and Murphy. And to be fair, Murphy wasn't that good today.
No.
But Isak and Gordon, man, were the standout players of the game. And to me, that pretty much was the difference between the two teams. Because we actually had a lot more possession than them. We created a lot more chances.
23 shots.
Yeah,
was it 7 on target, 6 or 7?
How many times did we really work the Rufska? We didn't.
I can't. It was just little trickles. It was like maybe like fumbles of the ball.
Yeah. Because even the chance that Martinelli had, he didn't work the keeper. He hit the post. I mean, I'm trying not to be too unfair. I thought Martinelli didn't have a bad game. Right. Yeah, I thought he played okay. I mean, certainly a bit better than he has in recent weeks.
I don't know how the atmosphere was for you at the Emirates, but obviously in the studio it was a bit different. It was a bit quite grim. And I think I was, even though I'm like really like, I was proper against Martinelli the last couple of weeks, so I've been onto him because he's one of the performances where I'm like, he needs to step it up. Why is Arteta keep on playing him? That was probably one of his best performances. It's bad, because that shouldn't be the cap. It should be way higher than that. But yeah, that chance was maybe his saving grace. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, his performance tonight will be defined by the miss.
Yeah.
But he actually had a half-decent game. I thought he was okay. I thought Declan Rice had a decent game.
To a certain extent. That there was a moment, I think, after he missed that chance, then we saw the old Martinelli.
Oh,
yeah. Before that, he was moving, he was running in behind the man, he was coming inside, he was doing all sorts. And then after that chance, his head dropped, completely dropped. But yeah, Declan Rice.
And I thought Miles Skelly. So Miles Skelly, Declan Rice and Martinelli, I thought were Arsenal's 3 players that could have a reasonable amount of, you know what I mean, justification to say they had decent games. The rest of them, man, I don't know what happened to them.
They were off the boil.
And I've got to say, your boy, Kai Havertz.
Why is he my boy?
Because
it's always when they have bad games.
People don't know, right? That me and this man have been going back and forth about Kai Havertz for some time. You've always defended him. And I always said to you that, listen, yes, he's a willing runner.
Yeah.
And yes, he does have his plus points.
Yeah.
But he's not at the level, as far as I'm concerned, certainly in terms of a centre forward that Arsenal need if they're going to progress. Meanwhile, you will know this, I've been a massive advocate of Isak, and he was man of the match today.
Of course it was. But who gave him...
And as somebody else said when I did the fan cams for AFTV, they said that the difference was quality, and that is...
100%.
I do agree with that, because I was at the game,
and
I was speaking to quite a few people around me, and they were suggesting that they felt that Newcastle wanted it more than Arsenal. I don't necessarily agree with that. I can understand why some people would say that, because Newcastle did defend for their lives in that second half.
It looked like it. They were throwing their bodies. Look at the chance that we conceded. And they're circling it on the media when Odegaard got pushed and they're like, oh, surely that was a foul. Why are we? What?
You're talking about me.
Yeah, no, not just you. The Sky Sports are like, oh yeah, surely.
No,
it's a
but
foul.
there was a push, and on another day that
Come
might have been
on.
disallowed.
Come
might
on,
have
man.
been.
Like you said, we're big men. Come on, let's be honest. You're not gonna get
You're
that
too
anyway.
in love with that Hackney Marshall thing, man.
You keep referencing that.
Where you can basically assault.
But I
man.
play like that.
The size of you.
I play like that
That's
everywhere.
right.
Even at the hub, the Arsenal hub, every Mondays I do it there.
Yeah, I
And
can
we're
imagine you
pushing
just
everything.
pushing man
Come
out the
on.
way and stomping
it's
over
a
them.
physical game.
It is, it
We're
is.
losing that aspect, and like people are going down too quickly. But yeah, going back to your point, of course, yeah, they looked like they wanted it more. In my opinion, they did, and they looked like they understood what the game plan was. Us, it looked like it was right. That chance, or we play some good football at the start, the first 15, 20 minutes, and then after that, we was running out of ideas, and we're going long ball FC again. We've gone back to our default.
Yeah, it was
Is that our
disappointing.
default
man.
now, Laurie?
Not really. I mean, listen, I'm not against the long ball, you know, because if you play tippy tappy at the edge of the box, trying to find the perfect pass leading to the perfect goal, if that's not working, we know that
But we didn't even
Newcastle
try
defend
it.
deep and they defend well.
That wasn't tippy tappy.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I don't mind the odd ball over the top. I mean, we nearly got the goal from that with Martinelli. Sometimes you have to try different things.
ball
We didn't have enough shots from
That
outside
ball
the
wasn't
box.
even over the top. That was the only time that we actually played proper football. I think it was like Partey had the ball, sprayed it to Trossard. Trossard first time pass onto Martinelli's run on the floor. That was the only time we played football. Apart from that, the only other times is when Jorginho, when he came on, decided to loft it over to my favourite player, Kai Havertz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And you got other players to the left of you, but you're like, no, tunnel vision. So it's just like, I think Theo Walcott was talking about it, and he said, this isn't how Arsenal play. That's not our DNA. We've lost our DNA. And this is where I was saying a few weeks ago about, has Arteta coached that out of us
Yeah,
to the
a lot
point
of
where we've
people are
forgotten it?
suggesting that, yeah.
You know what I mean? We was the team. Even though we used to get brushed up and bullied or whatever, oh yeah, Arsenal play beautiful football. Now we've gone the complete opposite. And
You say that though, but okay, you could argue, and I do see that argument where the difference was the lack of attacking impetus tonight, the lack of penetration. But then equally, you could say that we were sloppy at the back. Because as good as Isak and Gordon was, both those goals, man, as far as I'm concerned, were down to sloppiness.
It's down to sloppiness. It's down to
The first goal, Isak, after he does that little push on Odegaard, he's basically free to do what he wants.
still finished
He slots it away really well.
He put it top bins. It's not an easy
The
finish.
second goal that he made, he was in amongst 2 or 3 players, yet he still manoeuvred his way through,
Yeah.
got the shot off, and then even when he got the shot off, our defender was slow. Gordon got there first and put it past the keeper.
You know what it is? It's like, it seems, you can say that it's down to sloppiness, but then you can see that it's also down to the quality. That's where the quality speaks for itself. It's those little things that a player will do. Saliba and Gabriel probably haven't been tested that much with a striker that actually knows how to move. Within the first few minutes of the game, I think there was a run where they tried to hold their line, and Isak was like, all right, let me check out and see if you man have got a proper line. He dropped his shoulder right,
Yeah, I saw
went to
that,
the
yeah,
left,
yeah.
and Gabriel went, whoop! Straight away they're split. And it was one-on-one with him and Saliba. And he said, all right, Saliba, let's see if you can stop me. Nothing. So
And you know what was interesting about watching? I couldn't help but think this. You're watching Isak do that for Newcastle, and I'm thinking, boy, imagine if he was playing for us.
Mate, it would be
Carnage.
Like you said, it would be carnage. We would eulogize it over it.
He's perfect for what we need, bro.
So why is it that we didn't go for him? That's the question.
yeah,
He had
exactly.
everything, and he didn't need to put on a Newcastle shirt. He didn't need to be playing in front of the Emirates for me to see. I could already see it.
Yeah.
I could see it from when he was playing for his previous team, from when he was playing for his
But
national
we've been
team.
tracking him from time, apparently, from when he was playing for Sociedad or one of them, man.
So why is it that I just don't get it? That's why I'm saying it must be bigger than Arteta. This whole thing, that in terms of getting the players in terms of, especially for the strike force, we're crying out for it. Why is it that these lot haven't spent the money? Are they too focused about what's going on in America? Is that what it is? They think
know,
that,
man, but-
Arteta's got it under control. He done well with them last season. They scored a lot of goals. They don't need strikers.
If there's anything we taken from today's game is that Isak should be the man. They need to. You know what? I'm going to say this,
Go
yeah, and I'm being honest because I've said
What,
this
still go
off
for a
camera.
bid?
No, I'm saying like it's very unlikely we're going to get him in January. We're not getting him in
He's
January.
lucky he don't want to
Yeah.
come. He ain't gonna come.
But what I'm saying is, if it means that we don't get anybody else like right now and just save the money and go for Isak,
Would
in
you
the
have
summer.
that?
Yes.
And what, a miss out on the Premier League and everything else? Have
Bro,
performances like that week
it's
in, week
all right,
out?
It's all right bringing players in, but we need to bring in the right player. When you look at Isak, you said it yourself. You look at him and you think to yourself, he is exactly what Arsenal. The way he holds the ball up, the way he brings other people into play, he's strong, especially for quite a slender-looking guy. He can hold his own.
Yeah.
Right, his touch.
Even his celebrations.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything about him is just cool. He's just that cool guy.
He's a gunman. Everything is just screams.
Yeah.
As an Arsenal number 9, we've got to sign that guy, man. Seriously.
But
anyway, listen, man. It was ultimately a very disappointing.
It's just one leg, though. It's the first leg, though, isn't it?
It is, and that's what I was going to ask you
Go
next. We're running out of time.
Yes.
Can we go to Newcastle and turn this around? I mean, the immediate response of most people is no, we can't. But listen, we've been around long enough to know now.
Things change.
2-0 leads have been turned around before.
Things
Especially
change.
if you go to St James's Park and, God forbid, we get an early goal. Then Newcastle will be under pressure. Then we get another goal. That's 2-0. Then it's all to play for again. So it's not by any means done yet. It doesn't look good, but it's not done yet. But the question is, do you think we have what it takes to do that? Given that we're already lost the season already.
Based on what I've seen, Larry, I can't see us. But like you said, a lot can change in a week. A lot can change in. We've got 7 games in between. Yeah. Champions League games, FA Cup.
And the reason why I say that as well, Kwame, is that, listen, let's be honest, man. I never saw us losing 2-0 tonight anyway.
Nah.
So the fact that that's happened, why can't we go there and catch them cold the way they did that to us tonight?
Because they got the most prolific striker. We can't finish our dinner. It's right in front of the goal. We couldn't even finish it. So unless there's some miracle that comes out of somewhere.
Okay. All right, bun that.
I can't see it.
Let's talk about the game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Because February the 5th is about 3 weeks away.
Yeah. Man United.
Let's talk about the game on Sunday, man.
What a time to play them.
Yeah.
After their performance at Anfield, like I said.
Although, you know what it is? Sometimes when they've expended so much energy and mental, attrition in getting that game, they had to play out of their skins to get a result.
They are rubbing
They could
their
be
hands.
a bit flat.
They are rubbing their hands right now. They're like, yeah, come, let's do this. If Newcastle can get a result, we can get a result. And the thing is, it will look even worse if Man United come to our place and they put in a performance like that and they beat us in the FA Cup. We won't hear the last of it. It doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the season.
We can't afford to slip
We
up.
cannot afford to lose to that team, especially in the state that they're in. But
well, you know what it is? A couple of weeks ago, that was looking like an easy game for Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the way they were
Before
playing,
today,
they're
everyone
in
was like-
absolute meltdown.
Of
Now,
course.
just goes to show you,
Swings around
in football,
man,
things can change very quickly within the space of a few days. But
What do you think? Just quickly, what do you think about it?
I think we'll see a backlash after today's performance. I think that the game is on Sunday, so they've got a few days to prepare. The manager will probably give them a day off or so.
They don't deserve a day off.
They probably don't. But
mate.
sometimes
I don't get.
better not to overcook.
I don't get days off.
Chicken, you know
I
what I
still
mean?
got to turn up to work the next day.
Yeah, that's
Them
true.
man need to buck up the ideas and start
Give
playing.
them a day off, right?
They've had Christmas off.
They have, but
Come
give them
on.
a day off and say, look, man, that's not good enough. We'll be seeing you later in the week and we're going to put you through it. And then get their minds focused on what is going to be an extremely tough game, it looks like, on Sunday. But I do think we have what it takes to beat them. I'm reasonably optimistic.
They've got, again, you look at their forward line, they probably got more going forward than us. On
Have
their
they?
day. Yeah, on their day.
Who?
Hoyland.
Oh, come on, man. He's
Garnacho.
no Isak, though, is he?
No,
He's
Garnacho.
no
No. But like I said, I watched them. When you watch them, you watch them. Hoyland, Garnacho, Diallo. Then you got Bruno Fernandes. If we allow Bruno Fernandes to have that space and to play like a little Garnacho ball through, we're going to be in trouble.
Do you think Arsenal should go strong?
We have to. Well, what is strong? Because I thought strong was today.
Yeah, we went strong in the lineup, but we didn't go strong in the
Anything else is
performance.
weaker now. So yeah, we have to go strong.
Yeah, I'm going to try and end this on a little bit of optimism. We were poor going forward today, and we weren't that good at the back either. So despite all the possession, it was a far from convincing performance. However, man, I've got to try and be optimistic. We cannot afford to go out of the FA Cup, especially
That's supposed
in
to
the
be our
third
cup.
round, especially to Man United. So you know what? I'm going to stick my neck out and say that they'll turn it around and we'll beat United this Sunday. What about you?
No, I'd say yeah. We're at home. We need a response. I've got to support the guys in this one, and they owe one to us. This one out of everything that's happened in the last week or 2 weeks, so they owe this performance, a good, exciting performance at home, and get a result over Man United, 100%.
Well, Kwame, thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's a shame that every time me and
the
you sit
circumstances,
down,
isn't it?
we're discussing less than
it's not
par performances, but you know, hey,
it is what it is.
I appreciate you coming on, man. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you very much for watching LL Sports TV. If you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. And listen, man, it helps grow the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again at the weekend after hopefully we beat Man United. Take care.